Okay, so this is where I keep most of my makeup, on my desk right here. I don't actually need a desk, so I decided to turn it into sort of a vanity. And I keep my nail polishes right beside it in this Free People thing, and I have some nail polishes somewhere else in my... Okay, so this top drawer just lifts open like this, and I have eyeliners in this. You guys can probably see them. If you want a more in-depth review of any of my actual makeup items, just comment below and I can do specific reviews for each type of makeup, but I'm not going to have time to do all of that today. So next, in here I keep mascaras and I keep some liquid liners and things. This is more of pencil liners. And then in the next drawer I keep my foundations and skin finishes. And then in here I just keep some tools and different things like that. Then below that, I keep all of my neutral eyeshadows that aren't in palettes. Some lip glosses that aren't in regular tube shapes and moisturizers. And some blushes. And then in here I keep some palettes and primers. I have my Urban Decay primers and some NYX jumbo pencils and some Topshop crayons and one MAC shade stick in Cake Shot. And then I have some palettes. I have the Summer Love palette by Urban Decay, the Barbie Stila palette, this palette that I got, the Body Colors palette, I got it at just a drugstore or something, and then this Teen Vogue palette. And then I just have a couple more different crayon type things up there. Then in here I keep my tubed lipstick type of things, and some of them are actually chapsticks, but they just look like lipsticks, like this Sugar Fresh and this Doo-Wop Iced Tea, I think it's called. And then I have some Lime Crime lipsticks, some MAC lipsticks, NYC, and NYX for the most part. This is where I keep my colored eyeshadows. This is where I keep my bronzers and highlights. In here I have the regular tube lip glosses. In here I have pigments and some more primers and things like that. I have MAC paint pots. And then down below in the last drawer is tinted moisturizers and concealers. And then over here is where I keep my brushes, and I have earrings on the same thing as them, and that's what I also did with my pencils. And then here I have some essential tubes that I really need, like this MAC brush cleanser, this Urban Decay all-nighter, and if you want a review on any of these things, just let me know and I'd be happy to do that. That's really the reason why I'm doing this, also for the organization. The Aveeno Positively Radiant Daily Moisturizer, and just a lotion, which is the Bath & Body Works Coconut. It's the Summer Vanilla Lotion. You guys can probably read that. And then I have this thing right here, just because, I don't know, I really like these things. And a mirror, of course, so I can actually do my makeup and not look ridiculous. And then I have, sorry, I'll stop that. I have a lamp so I can see. And then this drawer is kind of broken, so I'm not going to pull it out too much. But in here I just have tape and a couple more palettes. I keep my brushes. Okay, so here's my MAC palette. I have Frost White, Humid, Bronze, Electra, Chrome Yellow, Woodwinked, Pagan, Talent Pool, All That Glitters, Stars and Rockets, Dear Cupcake, Shroom, Orange, Contrast, and Club, I think. I think it's Club, I'm pretty sure. And I labeled them all here. I lost the labels for Club, so I don't have that one. And then I colored them in. You can see, well, actually, I didn't color all of them in, but I colored some of them in about what color they are. And then I have a palette from Coastal Scents, but now it's the 88 regular palette. It looks just like this. And then the rest of my nail polishes are in this box right here, and they just look like this. This is where I keep my perfumes. I have my Dior Be Delicious Fresh Blossom, my Jessica Simpson Kissable, my Hollister in Malia, I think, and my Juicy Couture Original Perfume, my Harajuku Lovers Baby, Harajuku Lovers G Winter Collection, and my MAC African Animal.